Hey guys, I'm coming to you from a back porch, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the children's sermon this week. This week's children's sermon is what they call the Doubting Thomas story, Jesus appears to the disciples story, all of those things. And so here's the story. The disciples are locked in a room and they're talking, probably pretty scared. Their teacher, their rabbi, their best friend had just been killed. They don't know what's going on. They may be next. And something miraculous happens. Jesus appears to them in that room. And they are amazed. He tells them that he has come back and that he is risen. And then he goes away. One of the disciples wasn't there. The disciple we call Thomas. He was probably out doing something, may not have been around, don't know. So when he comes back, all the disciples tell him what has happened. And Thomas is not believing it so much. Not really understanding. So, he says he will not believe until he's able to put his fingers in Jesus' wounds and see Jesus for himself. A little bit later, room's locked again. Nobody can go in. Nobody's going out. Disciples are probably still pretty scared. They don't know whether their lives are going to be in danger. And here comes Jesus, and he appears to them again. And he calls Thomas over and says, "Here, look at my wrist. Place your hand on my side where the spear was. Do you believe now? You had to see it to believe it." Well, Thomas says he does. And Jesus says, you don't necessarily always have to see things to believe. You don't always have to see the salvation or the good light at the end of the tunnel to believe it's there. I believe that's what Jesus was trying to get over to Thomas at this point. So here is the way that we are reliving that story today. Most of us are stuck in our houses. Most of us can't really go out and mingle with people. When we are outside, I have to bend down since it fell on the ground. When we are outside, we're supposed to wear one of these. We're supposed to stay 6 feet apart from each other, not touch each other, not give each other hugs or handshakes. And that's hard. It is real hard. But there is light at the end of that tunnel. Schools are closed. I miss my kids in class. I miss being able to see you at church. I miss being able to see my friends. We talk on Zoom, but it's not the same. I miss being able to do things with the Regional Youth Council. And I miss being able to do all of those things with friends. Church camps. All of those things I miss. I want to be with you. I really do. I want to be able to see you and tell you that you are cared for and you are loved. But there's light at the end of the tunnel. It's that faith that we have to have. Jesus told us that we don't necessarily have to see it to believe it. He came to us, but he came to us through stories. He came to us through faith. He came to us through people that we know. We came to us through the Bibles. We've never seen Jesus standing before us in the physical form he walked on earth a long time ago. We see him through our friends, our family, our pastors. And believe me when I tell you, our pastors are missing us too. So there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There is places that we can see it coming to an end, but we have to do our part. And right now our part is to stay at home. Our part is to wear these masks if we have to go out. Our part is to do what we're being asked of and believe in our future. This will end. Church camps will come back. Regional meetings will come back. Our people, our friends, our family will all come back. Let us have the faith. Let us have the love. And let us have the compassion that Jesus had for that one disciple who had to see it to believe it. He's showing it to us. We can see it. It just may be a while before we get there.